Morning everybody, Troy from the Do-It-Yourself World and the Off-Grid Project. We have 67 degrees inside and 85% humidity, 65 outside and 97% humidity at 8:25 in the morning. Let's go check the solar. That's the reason I'm pulling out the camera right away. By the way, it rained all night and a lot of yesterday. There was no sun yesterday. It was very dark and cloudy. Right now we have crystal clear skies, so let's go in and see what the battery bank looks like after a entire day of cloudiness yesterday and leaving the modem on all night, plus running computers. And my computer's running right now, uploading a video. We have 12.7 volts on the battery bank and 11 watts coming in on the TriStar, and we have 0.7 amps coming in on the Radish. So we have basically just 20 watts, just under 20 watts coming in total from the 1200 watts of solar panels. But it is still early morning and the sun is not yet on the panels, so that is to be expected. The inverter, the Ames inverter that I got from Philip, runs day and night now, and the power going into the house is working nicely, so that's very good. Melanie was able to charge her laptop up yesterday and some other devices using AC power. Sadly, I have Hewlett-Packard laptops, and I cannot find a 12-volt adapter for the HP laptops. By the way, if anybody knows where I can find a plug that'll go into the HP laptops, please do let me know, because I'd prefer to run them straight off 12-volt power instead of through an inverter, because it makes no sense to step up the voltage and then step it back down for the laptop. Anyway, that's that. So I'm going to go back inside and work on the video a bit, try to get it live for you all, but just wanted to show you the solar power in the mornings because people have been asking. Hey everybody, the grapevines are really trashed. They're actually transparent now. They have been completely emaciated by these beetles, and I don't know if the plants will survive well. There's some more, because they've done such a devastating job on my grapes. There's some more. They love the grapes above all, especially this particular plant, which is my biggest and healthiest plant. And there's another beetle. There's some more. And there's another. It became too much work to pick them off by hand. There's a couple more down there. And so I got a trap. There's some more. And the trap is working. I have less beetles on my grapes. I'll show you the trap. I put it up here. I had put it 30 feet away like they said, but that was not successful. So I put it here. And it's got this scented thing. And I guess how it works is, I don't know if you can hear me. I guess how it works is the beetles, they fly into there to get to the scent, and they slip on the plastic, and then they fall down inside the bag which contains them. And I don't know if you can see, there's quite a bit of beetles in the bag. You can see the darker spots in there. So it is working, and it's filling up with beetles. Very, very simple but effective trap. And they go right in. I watched two of them fly right in there. Just slipped right in real quick one day. So it really works. Now our garden is looking good. We are eating regularly from the garden now. We have full, complete salads using tomatoes and lettuce and peppers. We have omelets from our own eggs from our chickens with different types of peppers. We have bell peppers, we have different hot peppers, we have sweet peppers. We have onions. We've been using the onion tubers off the top of the onions for our salads and for meals. We've got, it's pretty good so far. We're doing pretty well. Melanie was weeding out a little bit took out some of the excess rutabaga that was drowning out the pepper plants and the tomatoes and some of our beans there as well. So we're cleaning this up. Now this side here, I've still got to get the walkways covered, but other than that we're okay. The pumpkins are getting giant. The potatoes need to be hilled. We've got some various vine plants in here, and it looks like the bugs are eating them as well, the leaves of them, surprisingly. Peas are starting to form, and they're doing very well. Then we've got some yellow summer squash finally. So within a few days we're going to have a lot of summer squash. And the green beans are going to be ready in a couple days. So, oh, there are some peas. The sugar snaps are ready to eat. So we do have some peas that are ready. And green beans are ready in about, I'd say, 1 or 2 days. We're going to be eating green beans galore. So we're looking good. Cucumbers are really slow this year. Terribly slow. And then we got some watermelon there. The Asian pumpkin didn't show up. So the dryness this year really took its toll on our garden, because of a lot of our vine plants never even started to grow at all after all this time, whereas some of them took right off. So it's pretty weird. This whole row was planted with vines. Here nothing happened yet much, and the pumpkins took off. The corn is finally starting to grow, so hopefully it still has a chance now that we've been getting a lot more rain, so it's looking better. Garden work today. Melanie's cleaning the rows of weeds and harvesting. You said that was a turnip, or what was a radish?
It's a turnip.
It looks like a radish to me.
No, the radish is really white.
Okay. So I've got a load of mulch that I just loaded up. Now I'm going to put it on.
There's
What?
some here.
Turnips?
Yeah.
Good.
It's like 3.
Good. So I've got a load of mulch on the bed of the truck. Chris wasn't around, so I loaded that myself. And we got our compost is filling up since we got the goats. So we're going to have to do another compost bin. And I'm going to mulch these walkways as soon as I take a little break. That was quite a job loading that truck. I'm going to rest a few minutes, and I'm going to come out here and see how much I can get on a walkway from a single load. Hey everybody, it's 80 degrees and 43% humidity. It's almost cold feeling out there. Melanie has a jacket on. Chris has a jacket on. Unusual. We've been used to 90 to 100 degree temperatures with high humidity. But we're not complaining. It feels so good finally. Good afternoon everybody. Sun is full on all solar panels. Now we've got, I can hear Chris is using my inverter in here, the old green one. So that's powering, he's charging some batteries. So that's on. I've got that running. I've got the video surveillance system running. Now, I have to be honest with you, I've never been able to run the video surveillance system at night, because this thing was sucking too much power at night. So, with the little Ames, I've got the video surveillance system running right now, plus my laptop is plugged in, plus a monitor, a TV actually, which has a touch on off, so I know it's sucking some power. Plus Chris is charging his batteries, and I don't know what all Melanie's doing. I'm charging a tablet and some little battery packs. And we are in absorption mode. So we're pulling 150 watts from the one set of panels, and we have nothing coming in from the Renogy. So the Renogy sees that the TriStar is in absorption mode, so the Renogy kicks out of the running. And that's what Philip had said. He didn't like the Renogy because the Renogy doesn't sync well with others. He doesn't like to play with others very well. So yeah, he's got nothing coming in, which is, I guess 150 watts is all that my battery bank needs, because the TriStar could pull all of 600 watts out of those solar panels, and it's not. So I guess that's a good thing. We're in absorption mode. I have to mulch those pathways that Melanie so tediously worked to clean up. They were so full of weeds. So this will stop the weeds from regrowing and provide nutrients for our garden. And retain moisture. All good benefits. This is aged mulch, so it's partly decomposed, so it's already providing nutrients as soon as I lay it down. It's very wet. I'm in the process of doing this row. Melanie's still weeding over there. So, hi Melanie, we can barely see you. I'm going over it once thinly, and I'm going to go over it again with whatever's left on the truck. I'm pulling out a couple weeds as I go. Probably another 2 wheelbarrows to finish this row. And I got one here, and at least one on there, and then whatever's left I'll distribute evenly down this row. And that'll be done. And then some of the leaves have settled and are breaking down between the corn, so I'm going to put a little bit more. Actually, I want to scoop up the mulch that we had down here that I had ground up with the machine, and I want to run that down through this row in between the corn plants. And then we have 2 more rows left to do, so that'd be 2 more truckloads. This decomposed mulch seems to be, well, it's heavier, so I only get 1 row per truckload, whereas I did 1 load with the dry mulch. I did the whole 4-foot wide middle row. But anyway, that's how it is. Plus I'm doing this alone, so it's taking me longer and it's harder work, so I don't think I filled the truck as much as I would have with Chris together. Chris is out cleaning up out by the woodpile area still. He's really committed to making that area cleaned up, so that's a good thing. Anyway, let me get back to it. Chris just had me drive the mower up with a whole wagon full of leaves. The old simplicity. And we're going to use these in the garden, probably on this pathway here. Just as some cover, some weed cover. Lay it on thick and it'll help stop anything from growing through. I still got to finish this row now. Well, there's one row done. Looking better, all the time looking better. So, 2 more truckloads for this side of the garden. And then Melanie's got... How are we looking on this side, Melanie? Huh?
It's clean. This is just 1 row.
Look at this.
I need to finish.
I don't know if you can see the depth of that. Look at that. Piles of stuff she's put out. Crazy amount of weeds. Oh, you took away your raised bed.
Yeah, because it's not nice already.
Okay, well that's okay. Our lettuce is going to seed. I think this will be our lettuce bed for next year because it's going to go to seed right here. Oh, look at the grass. I didn't see how bad this row was.
Yeah, it's all dry.
You're doing a good job though, Melanie. Look at the piles and piles of grass. I'm going to scoop that up and put it in the compost.
Yeah. This is the last one.
Good. And then we'll mulch it all. All this grass is going in the compost then. And all these weeds. And we'll mulch that. And then we won't have any more weed trouble. Now we've got tomatoes ripening. In the next few days, we're going to have some big beefy tomatoes. And we've been eating a lot of little tomatoes. A lot of cherry tomatoes from the plants we bought. Now something is stripping the plants down to nothing. Let me see if I can find you that. The tomato stalks are being stripped down. Something's eating off every single leaf and every bud and every tomato, everything. So I'm not sure what's that. Here we got some really nice bell pepper. Cabbage. We're going to have to start watching for worms because something's eating them up, but the cabbage is growing. The broccoli didn't fare well due to the heat. That's our chickpeas, which surprises me. Now I know why chickpeas are expensive because there's only like 1 or 2 peas per pod. They're tiny. Oh, this grass is already dried out today. There's some tomatoes going to be ripening soon. There's some more going to be ripening. So there's some rotting. I don't know what happens and causes that. These eggplants didn't do any good at all. There's little black things on them devouring the plant. I've never seen such a thing in my life, so I have no idea, but the plants had no chance. And then, oh, there's a beautiful pepper. Look at that. Nice. We got a lot of peppers in here, bell pepper. Melanie loves to cook with bell pepper. And then I got some jalapenos and some serrano. So we're eating. We've been living off a garden for vegetables. So I do have to heal up the potatoes. As people told me, I definitely have to do it. Alright, well, I'm going to take a little break and drink some fluids. It's really hot. I mean, it's not really hot like it has been, but we got to stay hydrated for our health. I just finished mowing the lawn all the way through and through, including up by the house. All the way along through here, and all the way out back into the new area. I love my self-propelled mower very much. It so much helps. I didn't want to bore you with watching me mow the lawn. You guys have seen me do that enough in the years. But it so much helps with the self-propelled mower. I am so happy I got it. Just really, really good tool.